Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? Today, this is DJ Francisco with Elegante Entertainment. And on this video, I'm going to bring you a recent final call with a client for April 28th. It was a Friday this year, 2023. And this call was done on April 13th, which is about 15 days prior to the wedding. So you're going to see how I go over everything with the client on the final call. There's still a few details left over on this one, but they got to them. That's why they got 2 weeks to get them to me. So enjoy the video. And if you're looking for a bilingual DJ here in the Houston area, company name's Elegante Entertainment. My name is DJ Francisco, and I hope you enjoy or get something out of this video. Thank you.
Hello.
Hey, hello. How are you?
Hey, hi, good. How are you, Francisco?
Good. Sorry, it took me.
Well,
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are y'all doing?
Great.
good. We're excited for the wedding.
Almost here, huh?
Yes.
Just 15 more days.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let me get some. What do you guys have right now? I know you guys had a question about what you needed to provide today, but what do you have so far?
So our wedding coordinator had like a what do you call it? A schedule?
Timeline?
She has like an itinerary
Yeah.
or timeline for the day. She said you'd be very familiar with it. We told her about all your experience.
Cool.
I think you've been doing it a long time. She's like, he's gonna know exactly what to do. So,
Awesome.
we'll send you our kind of itinerary that we have,
Okay.
and then as far as you've been doing this. We haven't even done this one time. You've done this for a number of years. What do you recommend as far as what you need to plan for our event?
Okay. That's a good question. Well, it's gonna boil down to, first of all, the basics, what you guys are gonna need for music for like the first dance, father daughter, mother son, all those special dances, and then depending on how you have the timeline, then we can organize some of the different types of songs, like slow music during dinner. I think you guys have. Do you guys have a ceremony? I can't recall. I believe you do, right?
We do, yes.
Yes. Okay. And so also music for the ceremony area, which would be a different style of music. Sometimes people want more instrumental, classical type. Maybe like some new songs, but with a classical feel, just instrumental.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Love it.
And so you guys haven't seen the timeline yet. You guys haven't received it.
Oh yeah, we have it.
You have
it.
Okay.
We can send it to you now.
Yeah, if you can email it or however you guys want to send it over.
I'm just pulling it up here. And then after we get off the phone, I'm gonna Venmo you the remaining. I think I sent a deposit. It was a few $100, and then I'll either transfer you or Zelle you or however you want the remaining balance tonight. That way we're squared away and reserved.
Sure.
For the party.
Yeah.
All right, sending it over text now.
Okay.
Or do you prefer me to email that one to you?
No, let's just for today. This will work, just so I can have something to look at while we talk. All right, that works perfect.
And then while you're looking that over, our wedding coordinator gave us two options to relay to you. The first is if you want to come the day before and set up your equipment and then come, right as we're getting started.
Yeah.
She said an option, or you can come the day of, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be closer to the date when depending on what I decide, depending on what I got going on the schedule. I know it's gonna be a Thursday, so there's and then I think we have 4 hours to set up on the day of 2:30 to starting at 2.
They let us 2:30, earliest as 2:30.
Yeah, 2:30, and we're gonna have our ceremony begin at 5:30.
Okay, 3 hours. Sorry, that's
3 hours.
That's more than enough time. Okay. Yeah, I'll decide that probably the week of, depending on
Perfect.
what else I got going on.
That's fine.
Okay. So we have 5:30 ceremony begins. So we're gonna need some music for that, like for the entrance of the bridal party, and then the entrance of the bride, and then the last song for the send or exit of the ceremony.
Yes.
Okay. And those, do you have any of those right now?
So I know the song "The Bride." There's one called. Hold on, let me pull it up. Oops. 1 second. You know the song "I Get to Love You" by Ruel.
Yes, I've heard it. Mm-hmm.
I think I want that. So for the timing of that song, do you kind of listen through the song and then you pick what you think is the best, or want me to?
So it's if you don't tell me anything, I'll play it from the beginning.
Okay.
I can't remember if this one has like a long
Yeah, I think
slow
that's
entrance, slow beginning. Let me look it up real quick. I'm opening up Spotify. I'll play it. I don't think you'll be. It's not a bad idea to start it from the beginning, unless you had like a specific area that you'd rather play, because you're only gonna play it for maybe like 30 seconds max.
So it's a 30-second. Okay, I just want to know 30-second. Okay.
Yeah, I would. That's my estimate, depending on how long the walk down is, or like also what comes into effect is how long, because right before the bridal party is gonna go down the aisle, then they got to get all the way to the beginning, and then depending on where you're coming from, and how long it's gonna take you to get there.
Okay.
So that's just a guesstimate. Can be less, can be more.
Okay. I saw it on TikTok. One guy posted, and he was like, "Oh, at this,
Yeah.
like, I have to find it."
Okay, because I think it does build up. Even when she starts singing, it builds up a little bit more till later.
And what the part where it goes like, "I get to love you."
I get to love.
It's at about 54 seconds where right where she says that.
Okay.
And if you want to, if you try to time it, because it looks good if you can time it to where the doors open at that time.
Yes.
And
yes.
it's going to take some coordination from the planner, whoever's opening the doors, and getting it started at the same time. That's what I'm saying. Because I mean, even if you practice it the day of, it's going to be slightly different, like a second or two off, just because it maybe something else happens that didn't happen during the practice.
Okay, but
but you have 54 seconds from the beginning of the song. So it might not be a bad idea to just let the song play from the beginning, and even if we have to wait all the way to 54 seconds, and then hopefully they can hear outside the music, and then
could do that.
Yeah.
Just wait 54 seconds.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than trying to time it.
Time it. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Running down the aisle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I get to love you. That's the bride's entrance.
And then the bridal party entrance. What do you think is a cool song for them to go, or is it more like instrumental?
Yeah, similar. The traditional one would be Canon in D. That's like the main one. Or nowadays, a lot of people use the 1,000 Years. That's a pretty good one too.
Oh, I love that one.
So you can do the regular song, or you can do just the instrumental.
Let's do the instrumental.
Okay, gotcha. And then you want a song for when you guys walk down the aisle.
Yeah. Sorry, he's gonna listen to it real quick.
Sure.
Yeah, this is good. Classical.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say you had like a classical song, but it has a little bit of like youngness to it. Like it's not totally classical.
Yeah, if let me see what I have. Let me see. I'll tell you
Yeah,
some
like,
of the artists.
a lot of people use. Are you familiar with Bridgerton?
Sounds familiar.
It's like on Netflix, but they
Oh
use a
yes,
lot
yes,
of,
yes, yes. Yeah, no, I
they use a
haven't
lot of-
seen it, but I've heard about them. Yeah.
yeah, they use like the instrumentals, and it's like songs that like Taylor Swift and
Right. Yeah, and I think the ones that I have is called Vitamins String Quartet sings them or
oh
plays them. That's the one that and so it's got like California Love, Despacito, Shape of
yes,
You, Gold Digger,
Gold Digger.
Heartless, Start Boy.
Saga
So
Star.
yeah, so
What
let
is that
me
one?
let
What does
me
the Gold Digger sound like?
let me see. Let me see if I can play it over the speakers. Where is it? Are you able to hear it?
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
Do people walk down the aisle to that song?
I no, I have not used that one for that, and that's more like down the list of my playlist because you never know, somebody
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
might not like that song. But I have a whole playlist. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this playlist and then let you take a look at it. Share,
Okay.
copy, and I'm also taking like everything you tell me. I'll put it on some notes.
Okay.
And I'll email you this, and that's where I'll put the playlist.
Okay. You have my email ready?
I believe I do.
Okay.
I'll check right now.
I
Playlist.
think you do. You emailed before.
Yeah, I think so. All right, let me see.
Oh, we had another thing. So we
Go ahead.
wanted to do something fun. We don't have kids at the wedding, so we're doing flower boys, which is going to be 2 groomsmen, and we were planning for them to throw flowers.
You gonna make it fun?
Yeah, we're gonna try to make it fun, and we wanted to use "Business" by Tiesto.
So
I'm gonna show you I'm gonna send you the video. Hold on.
We're gonna have them. Like everyone's gonna be ready,
Yeah.
and then
Everyone walks in the aisle, then they come.
we're gonna play the business song, and they're gonna put on like Men in Black shades with fanny packs,
Nice.
come back around and throw flowers.
Yeah, they'll have the flowers in there, I guess, in the fanny pack.
Yeah, yeah, and then we're gonna play it.
I sent you the video.
Okay. I'm looking. That's yeah, that's pretty funny. Nice. Yeah, I see it. Okay. Looks like fun. All right, so I got that on the list as well. So, Flower Boy. So they'll come right before the bride's entrance, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right. So next, after that, what's gonna go on after the ceremony?
Oh, like, is it where everyone walks in, like the bridal party?
Yeah. So we're gonna we're gonna say I do, kiss the bride, then we'll have an exit song. I don't know which exit song we'll use.
Okay.
But we'll let you know. We're still deciding. If you have any ideas, we're thinking about something like obviously celebratory, fun.
Sure.
You know, we're not sure. If you have ideas, you know that you think, hey, this is a really good song, send them our way. But we haven't decided unless you decide.
I'll see if I can see some of the ones that I've used before that might help.
And then the next part will be sort of like we have pictures with like a cocktail hour.
Okay.
And so at the cocktail hour, some music that's like, for young people, obviously music that isn't, we don't want it to be offensive.
Okay.
I don't want like F-bombs in the songs, but music that's like, fun, relaxing. What do you think?
For all like Asian.
Yeah, kind of
Okay.
all types of. You're just chilling, talking with people, enjoying good music. Um,
So maybe
music.
like some Bruno Mars, some maybe
Yeah.
even some old like Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin. They have pretty upbeat songs. Or you want still newer? I mean, because we can combine. I can combine all those, old and
Yeah,
new.
we like those. We're big Ed Sheeran fans.
Okay.
So like Ed Sheeran, um, Dan and Shay.
Dan and Shay. Yeah, we like some country.
Some pop. Uh, I think those would be very safe for. We
Yeah.
don't have any kids at the wedding. I just don't want to have.
No, yeah, it's uncomfortable
Yeah.
to hear music that's inappropriate. I get it.
So do people during the cocktail hour, do they play like songs where with singing or do they play instrumental?
I've had both. I've had like a jazzy cocktail type, and then I've had like an all Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Rat Pack, even Michael Bublé can throw that in there.
Okay.
Or like you said, more of just kind of like mellow modern music. Not some. I mean, you can't get away from upbeat when you go more modern, but it's not a bad idea. So either one works. I think because, like you said, people are going to be mingling, so the music's just there, kind of just to fill the air, just to make it feel a little bit more enjoyable.
Yeah, totally. The vibe of the wedding will be it's a black tie event at the Citadel,
Mm.
and so I think it will be um, more of a fancier
Okay.
style wedding than your traditional wedding would be.
Yeah.
So, you're the music guy. I would say try to match whatever you're seeing.
Okay.
Play
Yeah,
out.
so something like that, I would go more for like a Rat Pack type, maybe more Michael Bublé. We can do Ed Sheeran, Dan and Shay. Those would fit pretty good. Some of the more romantic country songs, pop music. I would probably have to think on that, but yeah, for sure.
Love it.
And because I'm picturing like what's that movie? Oh Lord, oh my mind went blank. I had it. But yeah, very 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 classic, very elegant, very.
Are you talking about Wedding Crashers?
No. No, the one I believe was it not Matt Damon? I get them confused. Matt Damon and not Matt Damon, the other guy, Titanic guy.
Oh,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, what was that movie he did? What's like a fancy old 50s movie?
Oh, Gatsby.
Gatsby. There you go. Gatsby. That's what I'm.
Yeah, it'll have a Gatsby like feel.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be full blown like.
Yeah.
They're not going to be in top hats and shit.
Oh yeah, that's more
there
50s.
Maybe a person or two with like penguin tails.
There you go. Nice. Nice. Okay. Gotcha.
And then, okay, so the next part will then transition to the reception where we will then introduce. Bridal party is announced. Now, here's our dilemma, and you let me know what your recommendation.
Okay.
I have 3 really fun dudes.
Okay.
Followed by 3 vanilla dudes.
Oh my God.
So I have 3 dudes that might twerk better than the girls that they come out with.
Oh Lord, that.
And then I have 3 dudes that are like.
They're just gonna walk in pretty much.
Yeah, they're just like.
Let's just say they're Mormons.
They're
okay.
vanilla ice cream cone with no toppings. Right? So
yeah. No toppings.
So
oh my God.
What we don't want is I've watched some of these entrances and some of them make me cringe, dude.
Okay.
And so what I would like is, should we introduce everyone as a group? That way it's not as individualized.
Yeah, such a.
Like, oh, this is awkward.
Are they walking in, well, to the ceremony? Are they walking in as couples or, bridesmaids first and then groomsmen or something like that?
They're going to walk in as couples.
Okay, so you probably want to do that for the reception. So now the question is, do we introduce each couple at a time or everybody at the same time?
Yeah. So this is what I'm at. You've done a lot of these. Some of them go great and they're fun. And
Yeah.
Some of them, you could go without it. So in the event that you would have some lackluster participants, they're not going to be dancing. They're just going to be really shy, reserved. What do you recommend?
Oh my God. That is putting me on the spot. The first time I have to think about that.
Maybe
Lord.
we could accelerate there, and now for blah 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 blah.
I mean, you could build it up. That would be one option, like the slow, non-dancers first, and then leave the party people till the end.
Ooh,
We could do that.
I like that.
Yeah,
Let's
that
do
way
that.
it's.
That way the three hooligans that go after can kind of.
But you know what? Now, is this something you're telling them to do? Like, just go crazy, or is that something you think they're gonna do?
No,
Okay, so here's what's happened before is they're actually, I don't know, for some reason it's a wedding, that's not their party, and they kind of shy down. Because I've heard it before, where like they're gonna be the crazy ones, they're gonna be the ones that walk, and I introduce them and they're they're mellow, but everybody's different, so
that may happen.
yeah, that there's a possibility only because it's a wedding, and then we're saying it's kind of fancy. So they might be like, let me be on my best behavior today, just for today. Yeah, so it could be one or the other. They could be fun. I mean, if you tell them, hey, y'all do what y'all got to do, y'all have fun, make it fun, and then they might be a little bit more open to doing it.
Okay. Now for the clips, they get 15 seconds. Do you want us to send you 15-second clips? Do you just want to pick that? What's easiest for you, and what flows the best?
Okay. Most of the time on something like that, if you tell me ahead of time, I can cut that clip up and just have those songs ready, cut up. If you just tell me the song, then I would start it from the beginning. Or usually, like a song that I've played before, I have what they call cues or starting points. And most of the time, the software that I use is going to go back right up to the first cue point, which is usually like on a downbeat. And but if you want to do like a particular 15 seconds, then yeah, let me know this song. I want this part to start here and then end here or whatever. Or I'll just start because it might take 15 seconds. It might take less. It might take longer. So I'll just start it or cut the front part that we don't need and then just start it at that point. Let it play until they get to their spot or wherever they're going to go, and then fade it down and play the next one.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, mainly like a starting point, like where you want me to start each song.
Okay.
And then I'll play it until they get to their spot, and then that'll be easier.
Okay, great. After that, you'll announce the bride and groom.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll enter into our first dance. And looks like we're going to do DJ introductions are by you.
Yeah.
And then you're going to introduce my dad, Eddie. He's going to say a prayer over the food. So you can just say, this is the father of the bride, Eddie.
No, the groom.
The groom.
Oh, sorry.
That confusing me. Yeah.
This is dad.
Yeah.
I'm not the bride. I'm the groom. This is the dad, and it's Eddie Kravets. He's gonna pray over our food tonight, and then we'll have seated dinner, and then whatever music
for dinner
you recommend for like a black tie event to play at dinner, I'm indifferent to.
Okay.
So I would say I'm gonna just lean on your expertise to say, hey, just match.
Yeah.
people that the music isn't loud enough, they can have a conversation, but it's also
Sure,
loud enough
definitely.
where they know they're at a wedding.
Yeah. That's always and I'm usually trying to walk around, see how the music sounds, because where I'm at is obviously gonna be louder than the back of the room, and try to make it feel, not too loud, like you said. You want people to still mingle but still enjoy some of the music.
Okay.
Let me go back to the entrance. So we're gonna have a song for you guys to walk into.
Okay.
Do we have one picked out?
No, we don't. We have the first dance song.
And then how am I introducing you? Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah, let's do Mr. and Mrs. Kyle and pronounce Quinn like Dr. Quinn, medicine woman.
Okay.
And then Cravets.
Mhm.
So it's like if you were to spell it, it would be like a pronunciation. It's KRUH
Okay.
VETS, so like a Cravets
Gotcha.
rather than Kravitz.
Okay. No, I'm gonna do the phonetic,
Yeah.
so I don't get confused.
Yeah, and
Cravets. Okay.
we can go over it multiple times.
Sure. Oh yeah, I always do that.
And then let's see. Yeah,
So cravets.
Cravets. Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
Cravets. Gotcha. And Quinn.
Yep.
Kyle and
Yep.
Quinn. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, and then at this time, let's have everyone please rise. Everyone on your feet. Help me welcome the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Kyle and Quinn Cravets. And then first dance, you already have that song?
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be Dan and Shay. You.
Do you want acoustic or the regular version?
Let's do acoustic.
Do you think acoustic is better than the actual song?
Oh.
Do people usually ask acoustic?
Yes, a lot of the times people do prefer the acoustic of the song. I haven't heard this particular one yet, so.
Yeah, let's do that. We want to upgrade to the what's it called? The cloud thing.
Yes, I got the text on that, and I'll be adding the cloud and the sparklers, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'll do that once we get off this call, and then I'll send you the updated. So we're doing the sparklers and the cloud for the first dance. I can do sparklers for the grand entrance as well, if you guys want to.
Hell yeah. Okay. That'd be great.
Okay. So cool.
And so at the Citadel, have you been there before?
Yeah, I've been there. It's pretty big, pretty spacey.
Yeah. So we're gonna be going down the stairs
Okay.
from the top down, and I think the bridal party, they're gonna be introduced at the bottom.
Okay, so they'll just walk in from the bottom.
Yes, I don't think people will expect we're coming out of the staircase.
Yeah, that'll be pretty good.
Do you recommend like we go down the stairs together or on opposite sides and then go into and do the first dance?
Yeah, I would do opposites. I mean, I've seen both.
Okay.
If you're doing classy, obviously it might be better to go together. I mean, a little bit more traditional,
Okay.
But if you want to do one each side, then that's also an option that I've seen. But I've seen more often than not, like the traditional, together, walking together. I don't know how hard it's gonna be with the dress though. That's the only thing you would have to consider. The size of the stairs, the width. I can't recall if like two people comfortably fit, especially with a dress.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are the only two issues I would see: the dress and then the size of the staircase width wise.
Okay. Okay. We'll probably come down together. We'll come out with sparklers.
Mm-hmm.
We'll come out to that song, and then we'll go right into the
First
dance.
dance. Yeah,
with
so
the
it's
smoke.
yes, you acoustic.
Now let me see you do the. It's your boy Cupid. See you feed
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a big round of applause for getting us started. I want to invite you guys to take your seats as our bride and groom are going to do their very first dance as Mr. and Mrs. Kravitz. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Kravitz. Let's give them a big round of applause. Okay, and then after that, Mr. Eddie Kravitz is going to do the welcoming and blessing, right?
Yep,
All
that's
right.
correct.
Wait, family instruction.
And then what we'll also have you do,
Sure.
introduce her mom and dad. They won't be saying anything or grabbing a microphone, but just say, I would also like to introduce the father of the bride and the mother of the bride, Lan and Tam Wynn. So LANTAM Wynn.
Win with an N, right? NGU
Correct.
YN. YN. Okay, Lan and Tam.
That's correct.
Correct. Okay. All right. So, would you want to do that before your father does the blessing? So I would like to call recognition to the parents of the bride, Mr. and Mrs. Lan and Tam Wynn.
Beautiful.
Have them might have them stand up for an applause,
Yes,
and then
that
have.
would be very-
Okay, perfect. Cut and paste. That way we can end on the prayer and or the welcoming, and it might flow better.
Yes.
Okay. Is that a traditional thing that you guys do, or is there? I'm asking for the reason, just so I know. Curious.
for a prayer.
No, for the intro for the recognition of the parents of the bride.
Oh, just
I think it is because I know I've been to a few Vietnamese weddings
Mhm.
and they introduce the parents and then the whole family too.
Yeah, yeah.
we're not gonna do that.
My dad has 7 brothers and sisters.
That would-
I don't
Oh
know.
my God.
That's gonna be too much, but we
Yeah.
will recognize
For
her-
sure.
her-
Yes.
Yeah, but that's it.
Okay.
And then your parents, right?
Yeah, and then
His
well,
parents.
what my dad will do is you'll introduce him, and then he'll pray and recognize my mom himself.
Okay.
So,
Perfect.
At this time, we're going to call a special recognition to some very important people in Quinn and Kyle's life. We're going to start with Quinn's parents, Mr. Lan and Mrs. Tam Nguyen. If you guys could stand. Let's give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You guys may take your seats. And up next, I am going to introduce Kyle's father, Mr. Eddie Kravitz. He's going to do a little speech for you guys.
Did you tell him?
yeah, I talked to him about it. All right, seated dinner starts. We'll play appropriate music for that. We'll start to serve champagne, and then we'll do toast by the best man. So you'll just call Zach up, and Zach will say, hopefully, some appropriate thing.
What's his last name?
McCoy, McCoy.
Why? Okay. So he's the best man.
Yeah, he's the best man.
Gotcha. Okay, and then is anybody else?
Yeah. So
Uh,
the maid of honor.
Yeah.
I have two. I have my sister and my best friend.
I'm ready.
And David is my best friend. I think my sister should go first.
I would the way I would
Oh.
I would organize them is you want the one that's gonna do the best speech at the end. That way, if somebody is a little bit more shy or not as nice on the mic, they don't feel like I gotta follow that.
I think my sister's shy, so
Okay,
we can go
perfect.
put her.
That'll work. Okay, what's her name?
Her name is Han, like kind of like hand,
Okay.
D, but just HAN.
HAN. And last name?
Win.
Win. Okay. I gotta ask just in case they're married and change their last name. And then and then maid of honor.
Yeah. And David is her last name.
ANN. David.
ANNE.
Oh, Ann. Okay. Got it. And the last name David, like the first name of.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Sounds good. So after the toast, are we doing the parent census? Are you doing any parent census?
Yes. So we're gonna do.
Cake is after.
Okay, I see.
After
The toast.
Oh wait, toast for the best man. Then we do.
Yeah.
Maid of honor, and then yes, dances, parents dances. We're gonna do a father-daughter dance first.
I don't see it on the timeline.
8:40.
8:40. Okay, optional father. Okay, got it. So after the cake cutting.
Oh, it looks like. Oh, sorry, I misread that. It looks like you're announced that cake's ready. Go eat.
So you guys are not 8:15. You would have the cake cutting in pictures. Then, so that'll be. Because the way it would work, that you guys take a picture with the cake. You cut it, give each other a piece of the slice that you cut, and then take some pictures. And then once we're done with that, and you guys walk from that area away from that area, that's when they go and cut the cake. They either take it to the back to cut it, so they're not out in the middle cutting cake, or they do it there. But it usually takes them about 10 to 20 minutes to start, passing out some slices.
Sure. Okay.
So that'll be like it's pretty much gonna be go there, cut the cake, take the pictures, and then move on to the next activity, which looks like it's gonna be the father-daughter dance.
Perfect. So father-daughter dance will be Celine Dion, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm still debating on Celine Dion or Bee Gees or ABBA. Because those are the songs I grew up listening with my dad.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Have you used any of those songs for father-daughter dance?
Celine Dion, maybe back when back in the 2000s. Or
like I think was it The Power of Love or no was it there was a Because You Love Me?
Yes. Yes. And so, yeah, that's like you said. The other songs also have like or all songs have like an emotional tie to your dad. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be like your personal choice. That's gonna the one that probably fits best. Or I don't know if you want to bring a tear to your dad's eyes with those older songs, but it'll be.
Yeah. So does like usually when they do the father-daughter dance, does the parent know what song we're using?
Doesn't have to. I don't announce it. Just say at this time we're gonna have the father of the bride make his way to the dance floor, and they're gonna share their father-daughter dance, something like that, and just start playing the song.
Okay.
But normally I never announce it.
Okay.
Unless you want me to.
Oh no.
Okay.
No, I was just curious if like the bride usually like surprises their parent with the song.
Yeah, if it's gonna be a surprise, you want it to be a surprise, just let me know so I can put it on the notes and I don't mention anything. Because sometimes the dad will come up, hey, I don't even know what song we're dancing, and if I don't know, then I'm just gonna blurt it out.
Yeah.
So yeah. So if you wanted to keep it a surprise, just let me know. I'll be like, I don't know. I'm not sure. So yeah, if you want it to be a surprise, just let me know. No.
Okay.
All
What
right.
song should let me see.
Well,
I think I should do Celine Dion or Bee Gees.
well, here's the thing.
What?
You've got to decide.
Right.
That's between you and your dad. So whatever is
Okay, I'll ask him.
most meaningful. Well, if you ask him, he's not going to be surprised.
Oh.
But I would say pick one that's memorable for the both of you.
I think it would be Celine Dion. For now, can we put the Celine
Sure.
Dion one?
Because you love me.
Because You Love Me, yes.
Got it. Next is Mother in Sundance.
We're gonna do "Mama Raised the Hell Out of Me" by Mitchell. Yeah. Mitchell 10 Penny.
Timpani, I guess that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Timpani.
Like
Timpani.
10 penny.
Yeah. Copy link.
I'm trying to see if they have an acoustic. I don't think that they do. I think it's just one.
You should play the word. That's the whole point.
Oh, that's right. Acoustic. No, I meant like not with. Like with
Like a guitar, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I have to get instrumental. I'm sorry.
No. Words will be in there.
I don't see anything acoustic.
Yeah, I don't either. So we'll just play the standard song.
Works for me. Sounds good. All right, let me pull up the time. Go ahead.
Dance it. Is it short?
3:38. 3 minutes and 38 seconds. These songs, if you wanted to, you could go like anywhere from a minute and a half to 2 minutes, because when you're out there dancing by yourself, it does feel longer. A minute feel longer than it actually is.
Yeah, because I'm like, Kyle and I are not dancers.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, we don't even know how to dance.
Just go side to side. That's all you have to do.
Side to side. Okay.
Yeah, easy.
All right. So we got the Mother Sundance, and then the open dance.
Open dance.
Right. This is your specialty.
I'll give you some options if you want.
Oh.
Yeah, totally.
We can do Ushers, yeah. That's a
I like Usher.
Yeah.
big hit. Go ahead.
I like the Swedish House Mafia one. There's the song, is it Don't You Worry?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Swedish House.
My friends are like, they like electronic music, so I don't know if there's any other ones with singing in there. Let's see. I like throwbacks.
Don't You Worry, Child. Okay. Throwbacks to like the 2000s, 90s. How far back are we going? Okay.
Like Mr. Brightside, would that be something?
The Killers.
Yeah.
I would say that would be probably more towards later on. They got a little bit of alcohol. It's a little fast. It's a little upbeat.
Okay.
But it's a good singing song. So it's, I usually, in my.
Or Journey.
Yeah. Don't Stop Believing. Those are fun. Celebration is usually a good pull me to the dance floor type of song.
What's that song?
Celebration by Celebrate Good Times. Come on.
Oh yeah.
That's like a crowd puller.
Yeah. The one song that we have that we don't like is Bruno Mars' "Marry Me." We'll probably have a couple songs on there that's like, hey, this is like no fly zone.
Okay.
For whatever reason.
Marry Me. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I'll. Gotcha.
Oh, Kyle loves this song. Do you want to play this one?
Oh yeah. Do you know the song "Jump Around" by House of Pain?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fun song.
Definitely got to play that at some time.
We like some Jack Harlow.
Yeah, like Jack Harlow. We like. How would you say it? Like we like songs that a little bit of like EDM or Here, I'll show.
You like this one?
Yes. Okay. So there's a song called "Cooped Up" and "Return of the Mac" by Post Malone and Mark Morrison remix.
Oh, that's a new one.
Have you heard that one?
I have not.
That particular song is like
Oh, I see it.
my idea of like fun.
Does it have bad words in it?
The original does. And on Spotify it comes up as explicit, but I'll try to get the clean one.
Yeah. After the
I like that
open
song.
after the what's it called? After the open dance, bring the wood. Like whatever song with whatever language is fine.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
100%.
gotcha.
Oh, I know a song. Is it the Pepas?
Yeah, Pepas. Yeah.
I like that one. Faruko?
Yes.
That one's fun.
Copy link. All right, I'm getting these. This is the return of the. Okay. Pepas. Yep. Okay. And then EDM would be like what? Like
Like there's a song, I don't know if this is too slow though, but there's a song, it's by Elenium and Teddy Swims. It's All That Matters. All That Really Matters.
okay, I see it. Let me play it.
I like Odessa a lot.
Oh yeah, that's her favorite like.
Or
Festival.
Cascade.
Yeah, like some Odessa, some Cascade, some songs that like people will start feeling the alcohol and they'll get out on the dance.
Cascade. How many guests are you expecting?
151.
Okay.
I like Taylor Swift, but I don't know if people like Taylor Swift.
Oh, they love it. That'll kind of tie into cultures too.
Yeah.
Because those are like songs that you hear, and I mean even sometimes like the Party in the USA. You know how it was big back in the day, and then it's just like a cheesy song that people like, but it's a good song. It's a good song to. Sometimes people say it's overplayed, but it's one of those songs that you play and it just pulls people. So Taylor Swift does that too with a lot of her songs.
Yeah. And it's the week before, our wedding's the week before her concert.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Anyways, Dua Lipa, we like her too.
Okay.
What else? Are you thinking of somebody?
The other ones is there's at each wedding there's usually some unifying dance. So like somebody will come up and they'll
the wobble.
but like there's the wobble, like you gotta have the wobble.
Sure.
We gotta have the wobble.
What's the other
And
one
then
they do?
what are some other songs that are like, oh, this is played at a wedding?
Oh yeah. Wobble, Cupid Shuffle,
Cupid Shuffle.
Cha-Cha Slide, Macarena, YMCA. Those are like the big
ones. Okay.
The big ones.
Let's definitely do the wobble.
Sure.
Let's do.
Do you want Cupid Shuffle?
Yeah, let's do Cupid Shuffle.
That one's fun. Yeah.
And then we will be thinking of songs that we would definitely like. There's, in our relationship, we've been to a couple concerts.
Oh, nice.
I remember going to this concert.
Yeah, that'll bring back some good memories.
On road trips, we had these songs that we'd like to, all a part of the open. We'll send you a list. And
yeah. You guys use Spotify or Apple Music or anything like that?
Yeah, I use Apple and Kyle uses Spotify.
Yeah, we have both.
Yeah, it's easier to build a list. If you want to, what do we say? We're 15 days out, I believe. It's today the 13th. Yeah. So pretty much 2 weeks out. If you want to work on it for like a week and send it to me, and I can, like, if you do Apple Music, I can just find them on Spotify and then add them to a playlist. I use Spotify, but if you guys use Apple Music, you just send me a link to the playlist, and it'll take me like 5-10 minutes to find it on Spotify. And a lot of these songs are songs that I'm gonna play anyway. So, but I do want to take some input from you guys, especially. Are we doing any Vietnamese songs at all?
Oh, yeah, we should.
I would say maybe a few for dancing and maybe a few for dinner.
Yeah. Yes.
So if you want to give me those, we might find better on YouTube. You can also build a playlist on YouTube.
Music for dinner.
Yeah, just a few songs, because I'm pretty sure, my parents are.
Yeah, they would appreciate that.
Yes, parents and uncles and the older
Yeah.
generations, they would love that, to hear that.
Yes. Hey, you know the song "What's Love" by Fat Joe?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is that appropriate to play?
Yeah, later on during the night. I mean, it's
Later on.
it's it's a 90s classic, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's like whenever you play some Snoop Dogg or some Hypnotize and
Ooh.
add that on there.
Yep.
Puff Daddy,
Usher, all the things.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it'll be we'll mix it up pretty good. So we'll have some oldies from the 70s, 80s, 90s. I grew up during the 90s, so when kind of new to this calling the 90s classic hip hop.
Awesome.
Yeah, but yeah.
And then we're gonna do last car for open bar.
I don't think I have a. So, do you work a lot with Sabrina? She's from the Florals.
Oh yes. She's
one who recommended you. To
Oh,
me.
cool. It's good to know.
I don't know if she makes a separate bouquet for the toss.
A lot of the times they do. If you requested it, it would be something that you would have had to include in your packages with her. But most of the time, yeah, you want to keep your bouquet and toss. Have a toss bouquet.
Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty typical. But just check in with her and say, hey, by the way, do I have a toss bouquet by any chance? And she'll tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't see it in my thing, but we didn't even talk about it yet. We're supposed to talk on Monday.
Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, just bring it up and she'll let you know.
Okay.
And then we have the last. Looks like we're gonna stop playing music. And then
last call for bar. Well, we still playing music, right? Because DJ announced last call for bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll still have another 15 to 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 minutes after bar closes.
Okay. And then we have
Sparkler exit.
Private dance, so that'll just be a non-music.
What? Isn't it music?
Well, guest, non-guest.
Well,
no, we'll play. Yeah, you want to have you definitely want to have the DJ to play the last dance. But what you do want is like 15 minutes for people to make their way outside. So that's why we're stopping the music at 10:15. Give them those 10 minutes so they can walk outside, and then once they're outside waiting for you guys, we play the song. You guys dance privately, and then you guys walk out and do your sparkle exit.
Okay. Awesome. That sounds great. Question for you.
Sure.
What is your favorite meal?
I'm pretty easy to please. Any beef, chicken. Yeah, I mean, even if I don't eat that night, it's no big deal, because I'll.
You gotta eat some food, dude.
I'll be good.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get you. I'll find a nice steak or.
Yeah. No. It's like I said, anything. It doesn't have to be. I mean, it can be anything not that fancy. Whatever you're getting, the photographer, videographer, I'll be fine with that. That way you don't have to do extra trips or extra, I'm pretty sure you're getting like a DoorDash or something like that.
Yeah, it'll be something.
Yeah, whatever you, like I said, I'm easy to work with. Whatever you get them, burger, anything. Very easy to please.
There'll be a guy named Scott who will come up to you that night and ask basically what you want. Just plug in your order and.
Okay. Yeah.
Be sure to eat that night.
Sure.
Okay, I think that goes over everything. So we need to get a couple things. We need to get an exit song.
Yes.
We need to get
Your last dance song. Well, I guess
Last
that's your
Dance
last
song.
dance, right? Yeah.
And we need to make a playlist for the open dance and Vietnamese songs.
A few Vietnamese songs. Let me see if I'm looking through this. Bride and groom entrance song for the grand introductions.
Oh, bride and groom entrance. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then the individual songs for the bridal party. And
Individual songs for the bridal party. Okay.
yeah, because I think you said they're gonna have like 15 seconds per song or something like that, or
Yeah.
so. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do, you can do one song for everybody. That'll make it easier. But if you want to do their own I mean, I would give them that. I would give them that homework. You know, hey, what song do you guys want to walk into? They'll pick it, and then
Yeah. I'll just let you know the difference in my friends. One of them said, "I want to do You're Such a Fucking Hoe" by Kanye West.
no way.
And then the other one wanted to do like it was like Ed Sheeran or something.
Oh
like,
Lord.
And I'm like, I could not have a more dichotomous group of degenerates. It'll be an interesting night.
That is very different. Yeah.
I was like, dude, Dan, you can't play You're Such a Hoe at my wedding.
No.
Maybe we can. I don't know. Why not?
I would say later, maybe 10 o'clock, somewhere around 10 o'clock. But that's not a song I would play at a wedding.
Okay, great. Will you send us the cost for the sparkler entrance to
Yeah.
the sparkler entrance leaving, and then the smoke cloud thing?
Sure. So you want the sparklers for the send off too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do both. Let's do
Wait,
both sparklers.
so we have the sparkler, like, are you talking about when we exit?
Yeah, because I think for the exit, you guys are gonna have the actual sparklers. Now, if you want me to, I can try to set them up outside because I'll be pretty busy DJing and maybe in that time where those 10 minutes where people are going outside, I can try to see if I can set them up, or maybe like during dancing, I put a 10-minute mix and I'll go set them up. Takes me like 10 minutes to set them up. So we can try to have them outside, but I'm not sure if we have the time.
Okay, if not, then it's fine.
Because you do have the actual sparklers.
Yeah,
The-
'cause we have that.
The real sparklers. Okay. But I'll try to make it work. I'll give it a try.
Awesome, dude. Send us what we owe you, and
Yes,
we'll
sir.
pay you, and we look forward to.
Yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be a really fun wedding.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Now, do you come to the rehearsal dinner?
No, we normally don't. Mainly, especially because you have a planner. She'll tell me. She's the one that's gonna be telling me when to play the songs. Like for because she'll be there. She'll be there the whole time, and then she'll know what's going on time wise. She'll have a better idea. But for me, it's just gonna be play the song, stop it, play the next song for the for the what he said, flower boys. Play it and stop it, and then she'll tell me when to play the bride's entrance song, and then my cue for the send off song is usually, or the exit song for the ceremony is usually when the officiant says, I introduce you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Kravets, or something like that. And then I'll play the song.
Last question.
Sure.
For the actual ceremony, I can't remember if we had talked about microphones.
We sure did.
Is that included?
That is included.
So is it an earpiece or is it a mic?
So I can do one of each if you guys wanted to. So the one that goes in the lapel is going to be on the officiate.
Okay.
Is it a he, she? It's a guy.
Her uncle. It's a dude.
Okay, it's a guy. So it's easy to put it on like on his jacket lapel. And that usually does the trick on picking up your vowels, or we can have a handheld for when you do, when you guys are speaking. So I can do both or one, a handheld and a lapel, or yeah. Like I said, I usually take them anyways.
Okay.
It's gonna be I can try to find a place to put it, or give it to somebody on the front seat, or give it to the officiate, and he'll know where it is. Maybe he can hide it in his jacket until you need it.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I just know that I went to the last wedding at my last wedding I went to was my cousin's wedding.
Uh-huh.
They had a mic stand and a mic, and they kept bringing it back and forth, and sometimes I could hear them.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Yeah, and then you don't. I mean, you can't get rid of that in the pictures.
yeah.
So I have 2 mic stands. I usually don't. I don't recommend them because of that. And then so that's what I'm saying. Maybe he can hide it in his jacket and then pull it out. It'll be on, because I can mute it I can mute it on my system, and then when it's ready to go, I'll just unmute it. You guys say what you got to say, mute it back up, and he can store it away in his jacket again.
Love it.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
No problem. Nice. So do I.
All right. Have a great evening.
You guys have a good night. Take care. Bye. Good one.